Hello judges, I'm Nick Staley and this is my entry into the 2020 British Invention Show. This is my invention that's depicted in the patent. There is also a different embodiment. This embodiment is protected by the same, it's the equivalent use of the intellectual property, so it's protected by the same patent, which is an American patent, which is granted, and a EP European patent, and then originally the D.B.P patent. It's going to be patent marked with all these patent numbers. Let's show you a little bit more about how it works. The novelty of the patent is obviously all about the sliding lid and how it opens the bin's lid. That's all described very well in Claim 1. Later claims allow for additional extras, such as you can have a lockable lid. A lot of people find that other people might throw their kebabs and rubbish into other people's bins, which annoys people, so having the ability to lock the lid is obviously a good feature. Also having the ability to lock the door so you can stop anyone else from using your bin. This embodiment is freestanding, but there is provision in the patent for brackets for the wall and the floor and ground anchors, so it can be totally secure. Further in the claims, provision has been made for a sensor to sense the movement of the sliding lid or the presence of a user. So a scent can be dispensed automatically into the waste container to mask the smell of the waste, and also a light which comes on for you at night so you can see. The invention is an improvement on what's already out there. It has a definite technical advantage over the existing products. If we look at the other existing products in the next video, we've created a juxtaposition video to show you what's currently on the market, which has a automatic bin lid lifting feature, and that is commonly a wooden topped bin store which has a chain and it attaches to the wheelie bin's lid. So when you lift the wooden top, the chain opens the bin's lid for you. However, in order for that to work on normal bin stores, the user has to push the wheelie bin in backwards. What I mean is that the handles of the wheelie bin are 180 degrees away from the user, and the wheels are at the back away from the user, and the footrest, which you're supposed to pivot with your foot and help steer the wheelie bin, is also at the back. And instead of having access to the handles, the wheels and the footrest at all times, the user has to manhandle the other end of the bin, which is the dirty side of the bin, which gets dunked in the back of the bin lorry. It's really the ridge that is there to grab hold of and push. It's not really intended for human use. It's more for the bin lifting machinery of the bin lorry to grab a hold of and flip the bin upside down. So in the next video, as I say, you'll see that the invention allows the user to have full control of the handles, the wheels and the footrest at all times, because of the nature of how the bin lid is lifted. If you focus on the left hand side, you'll see the common product that is already out there on the market with an auto bin lid lifting feature, and then obviously the prototypes on the right hand side juxtapose how the invention is an improvement over the prior art and everything else that's out there on the market that has an automatic bin lid lifting feature. Let's take a look.
The bin on the left is rotated the wrong way around. The wheels are at the back, as are the handles and the footrest. You're supposed to pivot the footrest or the axle to gain control of the bin as you rock it back. You can see on the left hand side the bin is pushed into the bin store the wrong way around. Now these bins, when they're heavily laden, they can weigh up to 200 pounds, and you can imagine that that would be quite difficult to push into and pull out of the bin store when it's heavily laden, especially if you were frail or elderly, for example. You can see the bin lid opens the opposite way around. It's the configuration of the linkage that allows the bin to be the right way around. Obviously, to take the bin out, you first need to detach the chain. That's what's happening in the video right now, to allow the bin to roll out the correct way around. And on the left, you can see it's the wrong way around. So the invention is unique compared to the competition. Much more hygienic, user-friendly, and it aligns well with the proper intended usage of these wheeled bins.